Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome back for Satisfactory Update 5 and our bit of shenanigans here in the almost mega base, or not quite mega base yet. Last time we upgraded aluminum so that it was running at full speed, processing that 1500 bauxite per minute, producing just over 1,000 aluminum casings and 150 aluminum sheets per minute, or alkyd sheets per minute rather, and we also set up the radio control units. Since then, I haven't had a whole lot of time to do anything off camera, but I did do most of the shopping that I needed to do, just some browsing too as to what we needed to shop for. So let's switch into the game and go ahead and get started on that. So let's see, I'm here at computers. I was just here shopping for some, well, computers, of course. And we're going to head to the aluminum factory briefly, just to make sure that everything's still working well over there. I have a third wagon again. It's full of extra stuff that I needed for the shopping spree. And I filled up my inventory and the train's inventory with my usual amounts that I hope I'll be able to maintain for a while now at those levels. Although we might need some of the new stuff that we're going to end up making. It'll supersede or replace some of the stuff in some of these wagons at some point. This will be a long trip to get out all the way out to aluminum, but hey, that's fine. I was hoping to be out there to start with, but I just ran out of time, and I wanted to go ahead and get the stream started tonight because of the shortened duration tonight anyway. Okay, so a lot of things are actually shutting down finally. We've stockpiled all the train stations and all the containers, and we have filled up all the machines. Even like encased industrial beams, all the ones we deconstructed last time that I put into the third wagon, I went and delivered to the heavy modular frames factory, and I don't think they all left the train station immediately. I think there were still some left, which, if so, is pretty impressive because there's a lot. There's quite a deficit that we're running at right now on those, especially. Wires all backed up in the main station. I was surprised to find. I haven't looked at pipes in a while. Those are probably still struggling. I can't remember what else we were oversubscribed seriously on, but those were among the worst / most, and they're doing much better now. But like I said, we're not actually using anything right now, other than, you know, whatever we used to start a new factory, which aluminum took us so many streams to get set up that we really didn't use that much stuff to get that going. So, and then, I mean, radio control units took a fair amount of stuff, but still that took us, you know, a total of about a stream to do, so that didn't really, I mean, we made up for it pretty fast. But I haven't had the time to come back and do any sort of decoration whatsoever, walling in of these factories or anything, so hopefully I'll be able to do that soon enough. But I wanted to just come out here, take a peek at how this is running, and then switch out into the or head over to the radio control unit factory and pick up a few radio control units for our unlocks. As you can see, the one we have selected, the milestone we have selected, is needs 50, and then I think we need 50 more for another one, according to my notes that I took. So I'm not sure if these are backed up or not getting enough. Backed up. That could become a problem. I'm not sure why they're backed up specifically, because we are cranking these out. What is your problem here? You're not getting enough copper. That could be the problem. We're not getting enough copper here. These are all just barely have enough copper. I probably should have shredded the ingots rather than the outputs. But then I would have had to have combined some lines, because I could have fit... how many ingots are we making, actually? Take a look at that. Spreadsheet time, spreadsheet time. We are making 1,500 aluminum ingots, so I could really have combined like 5 of these lines, like done overflow splitters on 5 of these lines, combined them all together, and then sent them to a shredder instead. And I might have to do that if this starts causing a problem. IT Machinist, welcome. Thank you for the gift sub. And thank you for gifting a sub to Ghostified Gamer. I'm sure they will appreciate it immensely. How are you doing tonight? This could become a problem if this water gets too backed up. Because right now, well, it's emptying the water just fine. It's the aluminum scrap that's not emptying just fine. So maybe it'll be okay. You're thinking of getting back into Satisfactory. Well, that's good. Hopefully, at least it stays as the aluminum is the problem, and not the water. You're not getting alumina fast enough, though. Why not? It's not getting water fast enough. So this was my sort of fear. Do you call this insane? I kind of do too. Yeah, we're not getting water fast enough here. So this is kind of my fear with having these 3 be all together here. It might be better to adjust these to where they're spaced out more evenly along this line. And we could easily do that. Just a matter of if I want to. Aussie Nuts, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Aussie Nuts is a Red Circuit team member. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Oh, I watched you playing that the other day. I can't remember if I said anything or not. I do a lot of lurking. Caladorn, welcome as well. 25 months. That's like more than 2 years, man. Hey, Jeff, welcome as well. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the raid, Aussie. Raid and Bale, yeah, I saw you had some excitement today, so I can understand the raid and run. Have a good night, and hope everyone gets to feeling better. So I think we should probably do this. We should probably move these around a little. Yeah, let's do it. Which one should I keep, though? That's the real question. I think maybe the second one from each end, and then one near the middle. Oh, no. Alright, let's do this as well. Caladorn, in addition to being my... I noticed, Jeff, thank you. In addition to being my my Jedi Master here, is also a Red Circuit team member, and well, hasn't streamed in a bit, but I've been pestering him, so maybe he'll start again soon. There. Well, welcome everyone who came in with the raid, and hopefully, as you can see, we're playing Satisfactory, and tonight is sort of a, it's going to end up being an early night, and it's going to be a, it's kind of a, I don't know, a...
Dang it.
Yeah, thank you. Dang it indeed. It's kind of a, I don't know, a weird day today, so I'm I just kind of want to relax tonight and hopefully just play the game and do the thing. Oh, I don't need Mark II. Don't need Mark II. Get in there. It was significantly louder than me. And my voice is. 'Cause I did test them. I don't know if they got borked sometime, but I did test them at some point. Let's do this one too, I think. There is a cooldown on those, so it might not work yet. Yeah. You can only do one every so often. Alright, let's break this connection here. And put one in here. Break this one here and put it in there. I don't know why I keep pressing the wrong buttons, too. Alrighty. Well, we'll see how that works out. If it works out any better. I suppose I could take out these. Don't really need them here. It'll be just more of a let it run and let's see situation. But until I can... Oh boy, yeah, copper is a problem. I think I might need to put another train on that loop. It's not getting back here soon enough. And that's going to jam everything up because I'm shredding after the copper. So... Yeah, it's way down there. I can see it, I think. I'm going to put it in here just because. Although I probably want to go ahead and copy this station name. Oh, no, it's here. Wait a minute, what are you doing here? Are you unloading? You're out for now? You hope my night is... Thank you for hoping my night is satisfactory. Why is this not... That's the problem. It's not unloading properly. Well, in that case, I don't necessarily need this train. I have no idea what that was all about. Okay, well, time will tell, I suppose. Let's go ahead and continue back on to the radio control units. We don't need a dock here, thanks. Oh great, I clicked the button just as the autosave triggered. That was annoying. Okay, well, then. Jake, welcome. Thank you for claiming first. Ninja indeed, yeah. 15 minutes into the stream almost. Bunch of people in chat. A raid. And you still got first. Good job. So I don't know what the deal is with that train. I'll have to come back and check on it, I suppose. We'll see. Crazy train indeed. Okay, here we are. Let's see what we have for these little radio control units here. We need 100. Oh, nice. We have made a few. A few indeed. Alright, well then, the next step is to go, I don't want to go specifically there. I'd rather go to, I think, where is it? Ah, CL Power, that's it. I can't delete these station, this timetable either. It will not reliably let me delete them and still work. And if I delete the engine and attach a new engine to the cars, then it will take it'll think it's the same train. So I have to rebuild everything and transfer everything, and that's just too much like work. So I'm leaving all these weird stations in here for my shopping sprees, and we'll just have to do some shenanigans to get where we need to go whenever we need to go someplace. Yeah, I think it's just pipe now that we're still slacking on. That train's not parked there, so it's a decent sign. I wonder if the problem is the weight settings that I'm using. I wonder if they're borked. I went through a while back and put a wait until you could empty all the way at the destination signal or setting on all of them. And I'm wondering if that's the problem. I mean, it should work. Stop. But, again, we've seen problems before. So, let's see. What do I have stuff for? Do I have everything I need for this yet? Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and drop what we can in here. I need to go get more casings and more motors. Train car 3. 1, 2, 3. Of course not. Let's swap these in and pull these out. Alright, how long is the flight on this one? That is the question.
Milestone reached. Aerial transport of resources is now possible with the use of
I want to go ahead and unlock this. I grabbed everything we needed for it.
Long distances or difficult terrain. Ensure the presence of batteries at drone ports for optimal results.
I'll do that soon.
A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
So that gave us all of these things. Supercomputer, batteries, sulfuric acid, drones, and assembly director system, which is project part 6. Drones indeed. Now we gotta figure out how I'm gonna use them. That's the big question. We have 15 minutes to wait? Oh, man. Well then. I should probably just unload the stuff we need here and into a box. Maybe we can find something else to set up. Let's do... Nope, I don't have any of that on me. Or enough of that on me. We'll grab some more. One, two, three, 4, 200 computers. And the AI limiters here. 300 of those. I should put, nope, never mind. Okay, and then let's take a look at the next one that I wanted to do. Hazmat Suit, we need to start making the gas filters. But I need to wait on those until after we have the fabric set up, which is after we have the new plumber station going, I think. And then, yeah, because we usually shred that stuff, so we just won't be shredding it there. We can't do nuclear power yet. We don't have supercomputers going. We can do advanced aluminum production, though, so let's go ahead and grab all of that stuff. That's where I need these back again. And a lot of copper wire. For some reason, we need a lot of wire for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These here. Okay, we can take these two. Half of this. And a stack of these. I have plenty of those, but we'll take the stack anyway. Okay, and I think there might have been one more that I could do. Let's take a look. Actually, no, that's it. Those 3 milestones are the ones we can do. Those 2 milestones are the... 2? Those 2 milestones are the ones we can do. I mean, we could do the hazmat suit. We'd have to make the filters. So, why do I have so much extra stuff? Oh, I used all my motors. That's what it was. And then these, because I used some of them. I must have just brought whole stacks for fun. Yep. Okay, well then. Excuse me. We could work on batteries. We should probably go start looking at the new plastic and rubber setup. Or we could do more fuel power. What do we need left to build blenders? We have everything we need to build blenders. Need to go get some more radio control units. Krydax, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. It is a red circuit night tonight. Hey, Bird186, welcome. Thank you for the hype. Krydax is a red circuit team member. Last playing Factory. Oh, yes, I saw you were playing Factory tonight. I am. We've got a mega base going here. It's still mega base in development, but it's going. Up here, we're making a little bit of power up here. We also have this is where we're doing all the stuff we need for the silo. Mega base and spirit. Mega base in training. And most of our base is in the Northern Forest and the Rocky Desert. Although we need to have the developments are developing, yes. The goal is basically just to outpost everything, make a decent amount of everything, and connect it all together with trains, and try and get these trains to work properly, which they don't. Let's go ahead and start rolling again. And let's go back to radio control units, if it'll let me. Then we need to go back to aluminum after that, I guess. Yes, because they work so much better. Autosave again. Yeah, I wish... Oh, wait. I don't want to go there. I want to delete that station from my list. Why did you skip all the way to there? Yeah, there's a few problems here. They don't respect the schedules very well. And it's a little bit difficult to edit them. There's still some of the weird, I don't know, issues with the way that they, I guess, handle on the signals. So yeah, Factory trains are definitely much more mature. Now you're going to steel for some reason. Let's see what I can delete, if it'll let me delete these. Can I delete this? Or are you gonna... Okay, good. Let me delete that one. Can I delete this one? Yes, I can. It's risky. How about rips? Can I delete those? Yes, I can. How about heavy modular frames? Nope, can't delete heavy modular frames for some reason. And then the whole train grinds to a halt. How about plate 2? Can I delete plate 2? Nope, can't delete plate 2 either. Alright, well, I have no idea where we're going to go next. So let's, go back in here. Just run a part of the track that's not going to slow anything down. But I would like to be able to delete... Oh, now you're going there. Okay. Alrighty, thanks for the raid again. We're kind of coming into this sort of beginning part of the base here. If you wanted to see that, this is where all the kind of basic tier 1 materials are made. Since it's taken us here, we might as well see it. quick wire across the street there. Up there is like circuit boards and AI limiters. Over there on the other side is computers. So we kind of have an outpost for everything. Some things are paired up or grouped up because they made sense to be, but everything is kind of outposted in, being trained around. So thanks for the raid again, and have a good night. Head to the lair. Alrighty. Sleep well, Caladorn. RD is Rocky Desert. CL is Crater Lakes. And there's Northern Forest, NF. And I also have something else that I can't remember the name of. I have GC for Gold Coast. That's where the aluminum is. And I have DC for Desert Canyons. That's just the area kind of just to the north here of the Northern Forest. Down in the little valley. And we're making some rubber and plastic down there right now. Alright, where are we going? We're going back up there. Alright, game. I'm just going to let it do it because it's all out of whack now. So I'm kind of naming my stations by where they're located. That way if I need to do a second or third station or factory for some kind of material, specifically, here are the things we're short on right now. Copper sheets. Even wire I'm a little short on. I'm running short on steel pipes, but I have a plan for those. I just need to work through the plan. And the plan's going to require fluid, fuel-based power, so we're going to work on setting that up soon enough. But otherwise, so I'm just kind of naming the stations by where they're located, and then by what they make, and then by what the item is that the station is for. So I try and use abbreviations when I can, because there's only about a 20-character limit or something for the station names. So, yeah. Yeah. So the intent is, and we'll hopefully be able to go out there soon, out in the Rocky Desert where we set up the copper ingots to supply the aluminum. Somebody's still rolling around here. Who's that? Pipe, I think. Yep, that's the key part of it, I think. Jake is sticking to it. But yeah, that outpost that we've set up out there along the coastline for copper, that's going to get expanded soon enough. Yep, I'm using a whole biome map that I think I don't know. Somebody posted in Discord ages ago. For my biome names, it's a little bit more I don't know, distinct than the usual, than kind of or more not distinct, but detailed, I guess, than what the game kind of says. But I think that works out fine. Yeah, a little more specific. Thank you. Let's grab just a bunch of these things here. What else did we need for the blender? We have plenty of frames. We have plenty of motors. Casings. I need to go grab some more casings. I have 100 of them, but we need a lot of blenders. I haven't even done the math on the blender thing yet, though, for fuel. So, but we're gonna need a lot. But then again, we're going out to where I want to set the fuel up at. So that should be fine. I think that's the best thing to do next, is fuel power, so that we can ramp steel up. We can get the coal away from coal power and ramp steel up. So I just grabbed 100. Let's grab 100 more. And then, we'll go get some aluminum casings. And we should go out to where the fuel's being made, which is, I think, Station 63. Because it's the unnamed one, and everything else I think is in use now, somehow, some way. After aluminum. Cancel. But I like that map because it gives you those smaller, for the most part, smaller biomes. And then it gives you a little more specificity for where you're setting buildings and stations up. So out here in the Rocky Desert, back a little ways, we had on the south side, no, that way, as you can see on the camera at least, heavy modular frames opposite from the steel. The steel factory is making pipes, beams, and encased industrial pipes. And then that one there was making radio control units. We also had further east, on the same side as heavy modular frames, motor, stators, and rotors. And on the opposite side, in the same intersection, reinforced iron plates and modular frames. So, because a lot of things use each other or use common components, I'm delivering those to the same stations and using the same factory to handle both. However, something like aluminum, or even something that, basically anything else that that uses like manufacturers, those just are so big that it kind of makes more sense just to make a single item there. Okay, let's grab some casings. This batch of casings is full. It is being used by the radio control units, though, so there's that. There's 200 of these. That'll make... or 400 of these, rather. That'll make 8 blenders. We're going to want more than that, I suspect, so I'm going to grab a few more. We'll do that many. That should be enough. That many. For now, at least. For tonight, at least. And then we can go and work on some fuel in the blenders. Actually, one of the things that's kind of funny / weird is technically where some of the stations are that I labeled Rocky Desert. They are actually in what that map calls the Savannah. Basically, the things on the north side of the rail are in the Savannah, and the south side of the rail are in the Rocky Desert. But that I didn't distinguish between, just because I thought that would confuse me more. But technically, those stations are... that rail runs almost right down that line between those two biomes on that map. But anything that's like near the coastline, like where the nitrogen gas is and stuff, I will probably put those, name those as the Savannah. But I don't know. Okay, so this is just a PEC station. Down there, we're going to go down there in a moment, but down there is a small amount of crude oil getting turned into fuel. That's 4,800? No, 3,000? Yeah, that's 3,000 megawatts there. And then this is the slightly larger amount of crude oil that's getting converted into petroleum coke for the aluminum. So you can see how that runs there, and I do need to do some cleanup there on the aluminum factory, as previously mentioned. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab some of these. Maybe I'll drop off some stuff here. We don't need the beacons. I don't know, actually, what are we gonna not need here? Hey, Roadster. Wow, it's a night of raids tonight. Roadster, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Where are you playing tonight? RimWorld. Oh, yes, I saw that too. You're playing with both of the DLCs. I saw in your announcement. Nutty Chili. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I assume you came in with Roadster. It's weird that it gave a double raid. Oh, that was just the Stream Elements announcement as opposed to the thing. Trying to take the game seriously? Seriously? You said your announcement said it was a religious cult. I don't know how serious that is. Let's drop off. I don't know. Some of this wire. We don't need all that wire. And No, do that one. I don't think we're going to need the rotors either. Yeah, we'll drop off some of these rotors too. Stack the rotors. Just so I have an empty slot, and that'll be good. Oh, you do? Did you pick it up when it was on sale the other day? Oh no. Gonna fall. So, how do we want to do fuel power here? I guess we should probably do some looking at... oh yes, the Humble Bundle, right. That's what it was for. Or what it was in. So we now can make blenders, which is what I've been waiting for, hoping for, praying for weeks. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, for sure. Pick it up if you... I mean, for this alone, this is $30, I think. And that the bundle's $40, so for this alone, it's worth it. Thanks for posting, yeah. So we're going to do this diluted fuel recipe here in the blender. We don't have very much in the blender we can make just yet, but here's a handful more recipes that'll come along. Oh, you know what we should do, potentially, is the MAM. Hard drive research. Should have done that ages ago, but hey, what are you going to do? So this just needs heavy oil residue and water. 50 heavy oil residue and 100 water. Refinery says HOR recipe is 40. Of course it is. So we could do a couple things here. We could set up 5 of these for every 4 of these, and combine the pipe for 5 of these to 4 of those. That would be a balance. We could overclock these by 25%, and that would consume an odd amount of crude, though, and then direct feed them into these. Or we could downclock these by 20% and direct feed 100% of this into that. I like that option the best. It does mean that our blenders aren't going to be at full efficiency, but I like direct feeds. So if we clock this down to 80%, it'll produce 80 fuel per minute instead of 100. Each one of these fuel generators... I don't have rubber. I have rubber in the train. We'll set those up later anyway, so that'll be fine. Each one of these fuel generators produces, or consumes rather, 12 cubic meters per minute to produce, 150 megawatts. So the problem with that is 80 divided by 12. But then again, 100 divided by 12 isn't even either. So there's probably some intermediary amount that we could do. We could underclock these to 84% and overclock those to something weird to make them produce 42 instead of 40. But that doesn't seem right either. Well, so each blender will produce, if we produce 80 here, each blender will produce enough fuel for almost 12 generators. 7 and 2/3. So every 3 blenders would produce enough for 23? No, wait a minute. Wally math, hold on. 12, 8, yes. 23 fuel gens for every 3 blenders. 3 blenders is going to mean we need to have 90 crude oil. Wow, this crude oil is going to go a long way. How far out can we build this? Because of this stupid thing in the way. We could go up higher, but I don't really want to. The other thing is downclocking this to 80 means that each one of these will consume 80 water, which means that 3 of them will consume 240 water. Ooh, this is looking even better with groups of 3 here. And a water extractor, I believe, produces... I can't check because I can't place it in... Yeah, I can place it down there, but then I have to go down there to get to it. Produces 120. So, if we downclock these to 80%, 3 of these and 3 of those and 2 water extractors is a perfect ratio together. And then this produces enough, or 3 of them then produce enough for 23 generators, which isn't a nice number, but is a number. And we could lay them out in 3 rows of 7, like direct feed out of the output nozzle there, into 3 rows of 7, and then combine all 3 into like a back line with the last 2 generators attached to it. And then that way it'll kind of be like the overflow goes into those last 2 for all 3 pipes. That would work. So I think in that case we could do... How wide is that going to be then? Because I should plan this. Oh, wait a minute. This uses 90 fuel, or 90 crude also. So that would replace this exactly. Wait a minute. I'm turning... Oh, I turned these down to 75. I have 75 times 4 here to make... Yeah. Okay. So 3... 1, 2, 3... let's see. These are basically 3 blocks wide. 3 foundations wide. 2.5, but with a pipe or whatever, that makes 3 foundations wide. Basically, exactly. But that's offset a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Here. We could probably make it fit into 3 foundations, though. And you are 2.25, so that's good. Just thinking of planning things here before we get started. I think what I'll do is I'll reserve a little bit more space here for more pipes of crude coming in. Let's think. How much are we going to need here? And that's even without overclocking any of these. This area has, at default clock rate, 720. There's 2 pure and 2 normal nodes here. We're using completely here 1 pure node. So 720 divided by 90, though. Well, let's do this differently. 720 minus the 150 we're using for the aluminum. Divided by 90 is 6.33333, etc. So we could build 6 of those sets of 3 builds off of the oil here without overclocking anything. We should be able to fit... Let's see, I wanted to see how much I could fit in here. Let's pretend that it's not starting till about here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So really all the way to this point here would be one of those setups. So I should be able to fit at least 1 more here before this... Don't lose power. Don't lose power. There we go. Before this crazy thing comes into play. But we do also need a plan for where we put our sinks at, because we're going to be sinking 60 polymer resin. I suppose we could combine a bunch of them into 1 sink to save space, to save sinks, because right now I'm kind of wasting the sink efforts here. It's 60 per set. Even if we have 6 sets, that's still only a Mark IV belt, not even a full Mark IV belt, so we could put them all into 1. And we don't have to have much on the subfloor either. Sus is not new. You just noticed it. It's been there for weeks. It's a follower emote, so it only works in my channel. For followers of the channel. There's 3 follower emotes, I think. I can't see them, which is kind of a weird thing. That a streamer can't use their own follower emotes in their own channel. Oh wait, yes I can, I lied. In my own channel only. So, Oof, Sus, and I think the Wally Santa are all the follower emotes. Jeff, of course, would notice the Sus emote, yes. Yep, those 3, Jeff. Yep, Santa, Oof, and Sus. So those are only follower emotes, so they only work in my channel. And thank you to Jonathan in Discord, by the way, for drawing the Oof and Sus emotes, by the way. Let's see. So I think that would work here. This tank's obviously got a... Actually, it's... Well, I should plan for that, I suppose. Which means I should plan an extra few spaces. Or I could push these out further, and it could be behind them. And Ouroboros. Let's see. Oh, the mam's done. Okay, good. We'll take care of that in a moment. I probably should have built these out further, but I think it's okay. I think I will build these out a little bit further. Just for my own sanity's sake. For all the good that'll do. Let's put up a MAM and see what we unlocked here. I don't know if we... Yeah, we did. Okay, good. We got the classic battery blueprint, the electric motor blueprint. Oh, because we unlocked the electric magnetic control rods, and the instant scrap because it's made in a blender. Right. Let's do classic battery, I guess. I don't know that I will make any of these, but the classic battery is probably the most likely. Although the electric motors are actually a surprisingly good recipe. I look at... Load, please. The electric motor is actually classified as satisfactory. Yes, that is the highest classification of the recipes. It's a really surprisingly good recipe, and I made it in the last base, I believe. Yeah, I made it in the last base. So we probably will make that one when we need, if and when we need more motors elsewhere.
Poke, poke, poke.
Addicted.
Is that all you do?
Welcome. Thanks for the poke. And a hydrate. That's a good idea, although I have drank about half my water already. And a posture check. That's doing pretty good, but I can always use a stretch. Posture check's good for a stretch, and that'll also let you see my my Weird Al themed shirt today. Because having Weird Al themed shirts is important. Alright, let's take that out. So I think what I'll do is I'll push these all forward. So we'll have a... let's delete that. We'll have these... I think I'll align them with... I mean, I would like to not have to do this. Putting the kids to bed. I would like to make them all in a line because that's how I roll. I suppose we could still do that. I don't know if this is the right spot though because of the blender. I'm gonna buy myself another space here just for fun and profit. Let's do... Actually, you know what? Let's just start on the other side of my weird stairwell here. Work harder. Or actually, wait about 45 minutes or so, Jeff, and then you can do that. Why are you not giving me snap lines? Okay. Let's go... Let's start-ish there. And let's do a blender. Inputs are water... Are only water and... the heavy oil residue for this recipe. So I think we could go... If I can find the right spot here. Is that the right spot? Nope. I should do this from up here. Would be the smart way to do it. I'm wondering though if I should have the water up above as well in a tank and flooding down into these machines just to make sure they have the water they need. In which case I'll need a little bit of extra room. Let's see, you are on this one. That would be okay in terms of connection width here. Yeah, I've used different things for the snap points too. I'm trying to snap it to another building though, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. But snap points are still really weird in this game. Sometimes they're excessive, and sometimes they're not enough. This is going to be clocked down to 80 in order to match the one-to-one feed on this here. Is this in a good spot though? Yes, it's actually in a great spot because the fuel is going to come out of here in a regular Mark I pipe. And then it'll direct feed into the fuel generators, which I can't build because I don't have any rubber in my pocket. We're going to want them to be close to... How close can I get them? This is where the problem's going to happen. Sometimes they're excessively not enough. Let's see. What have you missed so far? Well, we did a nice tour of the base because the train forced me to. And let's go upstairs and pick up some rubber so I can build those things. There we go. We unlocked a milestone for something. Advanced aluminum processing, I think. Jesus, Jeff. And then we have actually enough stuff to unlock a couple more milestones. No, advanced aluminum production we didn't do. We did a different one. Which one did we do? That is a euphemism. Yes, indeed. That's not the right train car, though. I honestly do not remember which one we did. That's how bad this is. Okay. Generator. Let's see here. Is this going to work properly? It might be tight. This needs to be far enough apart that we can connect a pipe there. So I don't know if that can be 1 meter closer. But here on this side is actually what I'm worried about. So if this one starts here, which is the third foundation, and the pipe comes out from there. Oh, that's fine. It's totally fine. The only other issue is power for these, but there's plenty of room here to wedge a power pole in between the machine and the pipe, so I think I'm okay with this. And I could even put the power poles inside the footprint of the machines too. Wow, Buttspot, that was a delay, if I ever saw one. Good lord. Let's see. This would go... This could go out here. Or it could just go inside the footprint of the machine. Because there's not a hitbox there. So, that would be fine too. So I think we're fine with... Although, is this high enough for power? For wires to go over? Probably. Let's see. Oh yeah. I don't necessarily like it. There's that. Oh god. Talking to yourself. Somebody's got a complex. Alright, so I think this is going to work. Now, how many of these can I put in before I get to that crazy archway thingy there? What are you clipping on now? Oh, the power poles. That's fine. Come down here just so I can see. Yeah, we're already there. Maybe this one. That is the last one that I'm willing to do. So, I think we'll plan for groups of... We're going to do groups of 3. I think we need to plan for a little bit of space between each group. Say a couple of foundations. So we should plan for 3, 6, 9... Let's actually plan for 12 foundations per block. Just to be safe. Starting from... here. No, here. 1, 2, 3, 4... But yes, starting from that one. But that's kind of the, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's where I wanted this one to start. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here currently. Ma'am's done again already? That didn't take long. Alright, so 4 more here. Times however many for now. We'll go out to, I don't know, 12, I guess. And can I get another 12 in here? Nope. Dang it. This is only going to be 7, because it's 6 plus the one I put down. Well then, that means that I get 2 of these set up over here, and the rest of them end up over on the other side of this crazy thing. I can fly here because I have power poles. Fly Wally. Except... How far out do I need to go? That may make a difference. We only need to go out 7 generators plus, well, 8 generators, really. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're starting back a little bit closer because we don't need as much room for machines here. So we're gaining at least 1 full generator. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're kind of looking at about this far. Okay, well that means that I can start right after that arch, because this arch is way far enough out that I don't have to worry about it. And I think that's where the world ends. Right there too. So that's kind of a good thing. Is that where the world ends? No, not yet. What is the... Is that a biome change there? 'Cause that's right there at the edge of that, so that's definitely not where the world ends. I don't think it's a straight line either. It's just a biome change. Out into the ocean biome or whatever. What things are making you go, Jake? Okay, so we'll do one full set of this here, and then we'll do the rest of them on the other side. I think this is plenty high enough for all of the extractors to be underneath it, no matter where they're at. The two impures are over here on this island, so those two are completely fine. This one's pure here, and then we have a pure over there, so that one's fine too. This one's really the one in the way, quote unquote. But it's still low enough that it doesn't matter, because I had to come up with the pipe, so we know it's low enough. Alright, so here... That's where Satisfactory ends and Subnautica begins? Yes. And, I don't know if you can actually tell or not, some biomes, but possibly. That's going to work fine. This one, though, I think is too close. Yeah. So this is where we'll start again, is here. And we'll just go that way as far as we need to go. Hey, Marshall. Welcome. Go ahead and mark out. I don't have enough foundation for that. Never mind. I'll just mark one. That's actually also probably too far. I don't know. I don't know how far out we need to actually go. We haven't figured it out yet. Okay, so let's lay out these arrays. Let's see. We need to have 3 of these. But their spacing is going to be 6, I think. No, more than that. Yeah, 6. 6 meters. Because they are 2 meters onto the foundation, so there's 6 meters left of the foundation. Well, hello there also, Rose. Thank you for bringing Marshall with you. Let's see here. This one can go here. And these, the spacing on these is a little bit different. A lot. We'll go with that number. 14? Yeah, that sounds right. And then if I ever want to make more of this, I just need to overclock all those generators. How much? Yeah. That's going to be a lot. If I wanted to overclock those, I could get a lot out of this oil. A lot of fuel out of this oil. I mean, if we want to go sick here, how much could we actually produce? At 30? Yeah, I can imagine. Cats like to be the center of attention, so that's the thing. If we collect all of the fuel, all the crude here, overclock to max, that's 1,800 crude oil. 1,800 divided by 30 is 60. That means we can have 60 refineries, which means we can have 60 underclocked at 80% blenders. Thank you, Wally. That means we're producing 60 times 80 or 4,800 fuel per minute. 4,800 fuel per minute divided by 12 fuel per minute per generator means 400 generators we could support here. Multiply that by 150 megawatts each is 60 gigawatts of power that we can get from this fuel right here and only this fuel, or this crude oil right here. That's a lot. And I think if I were to do that, I might even stack these. So we have these in like a double stacked factory, cranking out the fuel. Alright, we need to put power in here so I can fly around. Like a human. Let's see. Power connection here, power connection there. Well, that means they could share a power pole. But where does that power pole go? Does it go here. Yeah, I could go there, I suppose. Could still put them here. That's kind of fine. Come back over to here somewhere. Probably. And connect you up to there. That at least gives me some power here, so I can fly. At least a short distance. Alrighty. That takes care of those. I suppose we could use our recipe copier to pick up the recipes. Apply those to these three. So it's really just kind of about how much do we want to build now and how we want to plan for that. But we can always tear apart the pipes and rerun them later if we need to. That should be fine. Was I that low on concrete? No, I was just being ridiculous with it. Yeah, we're going to start here with this. Take these out. Just kind of mark that edge that I want to keep. How far out do we need to go here? And I don't have enough rubber to do what we're going to do, so we're just going to have to build one of these for now. And I will stockpile the rubber before we get started again. Let's see. I don't know how far out these pipelines need to go either. Can't hold on. Good night. Alrighty. Well, you were up late last night, Jeff. So that's understandable. Or so was I. But still. Have a good night. Sleep well. All those things. What did I do with my motors? Oh, I spent them on these. Alright, well, we gotta go shopping again. But that was a pretty epic plate up last night. If you guys missed it, you can see them on all 4 of our Twitch channels and tonight, or you could see them tomorrow morning. They should all drop at 10 o'clock on YouTube. So those will be available then. Let's go here. I'll grab... No. Yes, but here I'll grab some of this. Need motors, though. What can I get rid of? We don't really need much in the way of belts here. We can take those. Motors are here. We had a couple of failed restaurants. We started with steak, I think, and then we tried breakfast and had some issues. We always have issues. It's played up. What are you going to do? And then we tried again with pie. And we did quite well with pie. That was the place we wanted this, I believe. So these are we're gonna need 7 of these. Yeah, let me redo that, and I'm gonna do I'm gonna smart them. Wait, can I? Yes, I can. There, plus 1 meter that way. 7. That's almost all my rubber. Everyone likes pie. Indeed. Alright, I can redo this pipe now. I don't know if I can get the pipe the whole length of that. I also know that I can't fly the whole length of that without running power first. So let's jump down to the ground here, switch into the Caterium shoes, and do this. Alright, here's where it ends. So I will stop this right here between these two. We'll continue along. To the end of that, so we'll stop back here between these two. Nope, I got this screwed up. Start again. Start again, Wally. Start again. Let's measure first. Cut once. 1, 2, 3 meters over. 1, 2, 3 meters over. That should be more correct. It is. And it was pretty interesting too because we didn't get the veggie pie right away like you usually kind of do. So we were able to keep the kitchen going. Well, the strategy is different in single player versus multiplayer. So there's that. This needs to continue on anyway, so let's go back here. Because the game changes with the player load to some extent. So there's that issue too. 1, 2, 3. I think we're gonna just put this here, and then we'll turn this way. And then these will come together to connect to those last two generators that are here in the end cap. While we're here, we should probably put those power poles up. I think I want them out here, outside of the machine, but right on the edge, like right on the hitbox edge. Like that. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we purposely, he's doing the serve from the kitchen method, which Lana and I did when we were playing 2-player, and it works fine with up to 2 people, but you can't crowd 4 people in the kitchen. It just doesn't work. I think we tried it once, early-ish on, and you just can't do it, so that's why we don't do it. And, you know, we've talked to a couple of the, we'll call them pros, because they kind of are. It's played up, Miss Monica and Hazmat Lemur, a little bit about it, and they've had the same experience. So it's really more about planning the layout of the thing, the way for the number of players you have. On Pi Day, March 14th, Lemur is doing a stream for Pi Day. And he got really, really super far with just him and one other person. By eventually getting a fully automated kitchen. And that's what our kind of goal is. But the problem is with the random... I have one more to do. With the random... with the RNG of the game, you don't always get stuff you can... You don't always get the conveyor belts and then the grabbers that you need reliably to be able to do the automation, which is unfortunate because the automation's my favorite part. But yeah, when he was playing a couple days ago, yesterday, Ontario was, and he got kind of super far with salads. It was because he was able to serve from the kitchen himself. And that makes a huge, huge difference. Let's come out here. 1, 2. I'll go with this one. That. And then these need to come over here somewhere. Blah blah blah. Actually, we'll come all the way out to here. That'll be fine. You can connect to that, and that should connect all those folks up there. This needs to have pipeline junction crosses. Do I have enough power to fly here? Yes, I do. Great. That goes there, and I can use the control key to snap these, which is really nice. Oh, we do too. The problem is you also make a lot less money in multiplayer than you do in single player. A lot less. Like, it's disturbing how much less money you make. So there's that too. But yeah, we were doing the same. It's just a matter of the way the game works differently with the different numbers of players. We should probably do some paint here. We don't have a fuel color. Let's see. I had this up the other day and closed it. Fuel. Oh yeah, this one. $26. 1. You can't tab for reasons. And 0.87. We're going to save this as fuel. And of course, they don't focus the text box either. There, and then we can load that fuel preset here. Select color. And then, oops, I forgot to select the thing. Paint. Nice bumblebee yellow pipes. And then we have a pipe here. It's got HOR in it. I can do all of those, I guess. For all three of these sets, because I can. And then we can set that color too. HOR. HOR. Yeah. Well, and I did, for my... Ooh, I didn't think about that. For my tank, I did actually paint the tank the color of the crude oil. So you can see that that way it looks like it's full of crude oil. Which I thought was kind of clever. This is what I was hoping for as far as space goes. I can put a tank in here to support that. I can put a tank in one end or the other for the water. To keep a kind of a water tower effect on those. We could run this pipe out the rest of the way, I suppose. Now that we have power out here. We are going out to this point. Here. 1, 2, 3. Up. Wiggling. Game. The only thing I don't like about this this flight suit is the wiggle. We're back here. 2, 3. And down here to the end. Oh no, we gotta stop before the end. Here. Could just count one from the center, I suppose. Maybe smarter. Work smarter, not harder, Wally. And there. Now I need to switch it back to bumblebee yellow. I could make these dedicated swatches, but I didn't think they would be worth it. We only have 15 of them or whatever. Yeah, So I didn't want to waste them on a bunch of fluid colors, just in case. I have not watched Co-op Junkies. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. StarCraft 2 tonight. I saw you were doing that. I, of course, didn't get a chance. Man, we've had all kinds of raids tonight. I didn't get a chance to stop by your channel either, because life. But I saw you. Was this just a one-off tonight? Is that what I saw? Old school night indeed. Well, StarCraft 2 is not really old school. I mean, depending, I guess, on your perspective, but also depends on what DLC or what expansion packs they had going as well. Hulk. Hulk is one half of the Co-op Junkies. The other half is Devian. I assume he's around somewhere too. How'd it go though with the this is where we're at. How'd it go with the StarCraft tonight, guys? The other half is here. They said it'd make a better half reference or joke. You're looking at that one. Can't talk much. Yeah, StarCraft does have a really oh, literally can't talk much. I thought you were like having to leave, having to go raid and run kind of thing. That's a bummer. We don't have enough motors for this anyway, but we only have enough rubber for one more, so that's fine. Yeah, StarCraft has a really in-depth story, which I was seriously surprised about. Because a lot of games, even though they have a campaign, it's not very extensive. I mean, we'll see, like here with Satisfactory and stuff, how they go into the story here, but a lot of games, their story's not very extensive, so it's nice when a game does have an extensive story. Well, I think let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this exactly. So, do I want to plan? What do I want to plan for? That's the question. At 720 fuel, default clock, or cold crude rather, minus the I have that still up. That calculator's still up somewhere. 720 minus the 150 we need for the petroleum coke means that we can build 6.3 of these arrays. The Berman didn't help as much as you wanted it to. Nice. So I think that's enough for now. I really do, because that's going to be 570 divided by 30 times 80 times 150? No, I did something wrong. 570 crude divided by 30 goes directly into this. Means 80 fuel. Oh, divided by 12. That's 19 gigawatts of fuel, or of power. And that's going to be enough for now, I think. So I think what I'll do is we'll go back up to the train. We'll go back up to the hub, and we'll go and unlock another thing. Oh, we also need to fire up the MAM. And then next time, I'll have a bunch of materials gathered up for building some of this ridiculous fuel power, and that way we can do that. Let's do the MAM, since I ignored it earlier and then completely forgot about it. And yeah, we only have those 3 recipes anyway. So electric motor, And then the next one will be the instant scrap that we're not going to use for sure. Let's go. Can I sneak CL power back in here? Oh, it's going there now. Okay, sure. Yeah, I think 19 gigawatts is going to be enough power for now. I have to comb through the pantry for Jello. At least 19 gigawatts will give us enough power to be able to cut power to the, or cut off the coal. And then we can use that coal for steel. And that'll be good. So this stuff ends up being quite a ways out there compared to the rest of the base, but we have a lot more stuff to make. We have enough room here to put at least a couple more factories, depending on that rock, of course, in between this intersection and the one down there. Whatever we want to build out here, I don't know yet. We can always build down that line too, because that's a fork, it's a branch rather, and this I could have built slightly closer, but I didn't. And then we have more stuff that we're going to build in the northern forest too, I think. So we have a lot more to build. A ridiculous lot more to build. But at least ramping up the steel won't be that much of a pain, because we're able to just grab the coal from down there and bring it up to the steel factory over there. The iron will be a little bit more work because we're going to have to bring it in from the Rocky Desert somewhere. But I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. We're not going to bring it in via train. I may just do mega belts. But I also was thinking about doing what are they called? Trucks. Which I thought would be kind of funny to do. Alright, let's go in here and let's see what we can find to unlock now. Can I tell what the... No. That was Aeronautical Engineering we unlocked the last time, by the way. Yeah, I don't PvP either. That's too much like work for me. Let's see. Do I want to do this one or do I want to just do... Let's unlock that scanner, that this thing, efficiency checker, just because. So 200 computers. That's all of those, and those 3 of those. Good. Boom and boom. I've never been that much into PvP. I mean, I tried in World of Warcraft, like back in Burning Crusade and Wrath. 10-minute pod on this one. And I mean, they said people aren't cheating, but I don't believe them. They gotta be cheating. And I can't load these things in yet, so I think what we'll do is we're gonna wrap up here. We're right at 11, or a little before 11, but it's been a long day today, so I think we're gonna end the stream a little bit early tonight. Yeah, well, I'd much rather have raided in WoW than PvP'd. Like, raiding against a AI-controlled boss, that was perfectly fine with me. All right, well, let's find a raid target for ourselves here. We have I think we'll raid Lemur. He's playing Plate Up. We raided Miss Monica last night. We'll raid Lemur tonight. Thank you, everyone, for all the things. Let's see here. We have gifts of Mighty Machinist. Thank you for that. Raids from Aussie Nuts, Krydax, Roadster, and the Co-op Junkies. Thank you all, and welcome everyone who came in. If you're still here and you haven't followed yet, and you're interested in following, please consider it. Thank you, Caladorn, for the resub. Thanks everyone for the chats and the redeems. I think that's everything that happened tonight. It was quite a busy night tonight, and I'm glad everyone came in. I'm glad I was able to provide a little bit of content tonight. Sorry I'm cutting it a little bit extra short today, but it's just been one of those kind of days. So you all have a good night, and enjoy the raid on Lemur. Say hello, and we'll see you all on Saturday daytime for more Satisfactory. And also tomorrow night, if you're interested, we play community games in Discord at about 9:30 Eastern Time. So stop by for that. Pop into my Discord early if you'd like, to earlier in the day to vote for the game you'd like to play. And here's a link for Discord if you'd like to pop in. Thank you for the follow as well, RRB Russell. And I think we'll leave it here. So thank you all for coming again, and we'll see you all tomorrow in Discord, or hear you all tomorrow in Discord, or see you all on Saturday for some more Satisfactory. Have a good night, everyone. Bye for now.